Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Pokémon Colosseum. Last time, we went into the Relic Forest and saved Egan and his Pikachu from Scrub, and now Egan is telling us to go see an old man named Senelor, who might help us out whilst his wife Bella searches for a stone tablet. So this is Senelor's house down here. We've actually already spoken to him before, but now if we talk to him... Ah, you're Egan's beloved Torchic. No, wait, did you... What did you say you were? Was that? You wanted to ask me Senelor about Celebi? Have no fear, no problem. Forget something that important? That's not going to happen. Let me start with the relic in the Relic Forest. According to the ancient lore, the relic is said to hold the power of time travel for Celebi. That mystical power is said to revive the most pleasant, most enjoyable memories of Pokemon. If only it worked on me and brought back memories of my youth. Ho ho ho. Would you like to hear more? Sure thing, pal. To meet Celebi directly, you must use an item called the Time Flute. That is all one needs to bring Celebi to the Relic Forest. Celebi will surely cause darkness to flee from the hearts of any Pokemon. Ah, so all we gotta do is capture a mythical Pokemon that only appears when we play a flute. Gotcha, right. Alright, let's report back to Egan and see if that was any help. Oh, Bella's back. Ah, Rui, welcome home. I finally found the small tablet. I thought it was a stone tablet. That is the small tablet that has been passed down through our family over many generations. Examine it. Yes, Rui, examine it. Diddly diddly diddly. There are words carved into the small tablet. Dazza read the words. In Argot's mystic relic, Celebi's power shelters. A heart imprisoned by shadows, its last door shall be opened by the power within. The relic must have some effect on shadow Pokemon. I will leave that for you to determine for yourselves. Alright, so with that... Oh, the controller vibration, this is crazy. Oh, Dazza, your PDA just rang. Oh right, it might be juking with some news. Quick, let's check it out. Nope. Fine, I guess we can't move forwards unless we check out our email. Alright, this is the first email we get. Emergency! Dazza, we got big trouble. I just got word from our people that Mount Battle is under attack by a mysterious group of thugs. Please, can you go help? We think it's the same group as the ones Mirakle belonged to. We're counting on you. Okay. Looks like we gotta take a detour. What? Those crooks are loose on Mount Battle now? That's awful. We can't let this go on. Dazza, let's go. Oh wait. Grandpa, where is Mount Battle anyway? Mount Battle is to the northeast. You can see it in the distance once you leave the village. Hurry, Rui. Yes, Rui, hurry. Let's talk to Rui and not the person that's meant to be saving the world. Anyway, before we head to Mount Battle, I don't think I'm actually going to do that in today's episode. I think we're going to do that in the next episode. And by all means, I'm not ending the episode after 3 minutes. We're going to head down to Relic Forest because, as we were told by the small tablet, the relic holds the key to unlocking the last door of a heart to a Pokemon. Also, there was that binder down here as well, which is probably going to be an Iron file, and I want to read that. Here we go. Iron file. Iron file C is written on the file's cover. Read it? Yes. Celebi's power. The purification of shadow Pokemon has several factors. Celebi appears to have the power to boost the purification process. If a shadow Pokemon encounters Celebi, it recalls how its heart was before being closed and reverts to its original form. The Relic Stone of Argot Village also appears to have the power to complete the purification process. These factors must be eliminated if our Shadow Pokemon plan is to succeed. Shadow Pokemon Lab Chief Ein. Yes, if we interact now with the Relic, there is a Pokemon that may open the door to its heart. We can select Aquilava here. And Quilava opened the door to its heart. It regained the move Sunny Day, and also all of the experience that it earned through battling ever since we snagged it as a shadow Pokemon. And of course it levels up. Oh, and this can have some interesting consequences. We also get a ribbon, and we get the ability to nickname it. Now I am going to be nicknaming this Pokemon Vulcan. I like that. It's kind of like Volcano because it's the volcano Pokemon, but without the O. Vulcan. I could have called it Vulcan, as in like the guy from Fantasy Life, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. All right, we also have another Pokemon that is able to unlock the door to its heart, and that is Flaffy. Flaffy opened the door to heart, regained the move Thunderbolt, and 9,085 experience. That's quite a lot. Okay, accolades for level 32. Level 33, geez. And of course, because our Pokemon can now level up, they're also capable of evolving. There's not a lot of Pokemon you can get in Colosseum that can still evolve, but oh boy, am I excited to have an Ampharos on our team. Oh yes. And of course, we obtain the ribbon, and we want to nickname it. I am going to nickname this guy... I was so close to go with Voltage, but... we've already got Vulcan, so Voltage is just a little bit too similar. I'm gonna call this guy... or gal, actually, I can't remember. Ooh. Well, that's a good point. I was about to call him Watson. But I guess we're gonna leave it as Ampharos, because I'm pretty certain Watson's actually a girl? Or this Ampharos is actually a girl. I can't remember. Oops, that's the PDA. Don't want to enter that. Okay. Pokemon, there we go. Oh, it is a guy. It is a guy, so we're fine. So if you check out the summary here, we get that final move slot unlocked, so we're no longer a Shadow Pokemon. We also find out the nature. Actually, do we already know the nature? I think you can learn the nature, but I don't think you unlock it, or you see it for a while. And we also get the ribbon. Ribbon awarded for clearing all difficulties. I forget the name of the ribbon. I think it's called something like the Earth Ribbon. I'm not entirely sure. But now that we have... purified 2 Pokemon, we now know what we must do. We must set out to snag all of the Shadow Pokemon and purify them, and now we have the ability to unlock the final lock of these Pokemon's hearts. So that's pretty cool. We no longer have to worry about Shadow Rush, we no longer have to worry about Hyper Mode with these Pokemon. Obviously, Sudowoodo and Hitmontop still are Shadow Pokemon. It's going to take a while to purify them. But yeah, anyway, we can go to the name rater here, and we can actually nickname our Pokemon, and I am going to call him Watson. It's a... oh, actually, No, I'm going to go with Watson. I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to go with Watson. Is it double T? I'm going to go with double T anyway, because what? You know? Is Watson okay? It absolutely is. So there we go. We've got Vulcan, and we've got Watson. And now that I hear them, they both have ON at the end of their name, and that's kind of funny. Okay, so... Juking has emailed us and said that we should go to Mount Battle. However, I think we're going to take this time to do a little bit of a detour, because the ore region has changed a tiny little bit since defeating Scrub and getting Juking's email. First of which, if we head back to the outskirt stand with our newly purified Pokemon, I'm so excited that we can finally do that. I can talk about Shadow Pokemon, I can talk about Purification and Celebi, that's great. After receiving Juking's email, if you talk to the outskirt stand owner, he will now have new types of Pokeballs. And these are all the Pokeballs you have access to in the game. Ultra Ball, Net Balls, Nest Balls, and Timer Balls. So Ultra Balls, they are double the capture rate of a Pokeball. So a Great Ball is 1.5 times the capture rate. Ultra Ball is double. A Net Ball, I believe... actually, I'm going to have to look this up because I can't remember the exact detail. Alright, sorry about that. I had to look that up. So a Net Ball, obviously it says that it works well on water and bug type Pokemon. It will triple the chance of catching a Pokemon if it is bug or water type. A Nest Ball, you won't be using these too much to gain an advantage over Pokemon. You have a 3 times chance of catching a Pokemon if it is level 19 or lower. If it's between level 20 and 29, there's a 2 times multiplier, so it's just the same as an Ultra Ball. However, if it's level 30 or higher, the capture rate remains as a 1, so that's the same as a Pokeball. Pretty useless considering the only... actually, there's a second Pokemon that's quite low level, but again, you might as well just use Ultra Balls. Nest Balls are pretty useless. Timer Balls are interesting because for every 10 turns spent in battle, the capture rate goes up by 1. So within the first 10 turns, it works the same as a Pokeball with a capture rate of 1. Within turns 11 and 20, the capture rate will be 2, so that's the same as an Ultra Ball. Between 21 and 30, it will be a capture rate of 3, so 3 times the effect, the same as a Net Ball if used on a Bug or Water type. Or, for the best chance of catching a Pokemon, up to 40, oh, is it above 30? I can't remember. The capture rate will be 4 times, which is pretty big. For now, I'm just going to grab myself 10 Ultra Balls. We'll get ourselves oh, we don't get a Premier Ball. Oh, that kind of stinks. We've got plenty of other balls on us at the moment, so I'm going to kind of ignore them. But Ultra Balls are going to be the way forwards for a little bit. Great Balls are honestly fine, but if you have a specifically hard Pokemon to catch, then honestly I recommend Ultra Ball. Just give that extra chance of catching it. So that's not the only thing that has changed in the Ore region. Again, we could go to Mount Battle, but I'm not going to do that just yet. If we head back to Pyrite Town... Pyrite Town has changed a little bit, kind of like after we defeated Mirakle. Actually, no, not quite. If you really want to, you can now infinitely rematch Kale, I believe. Yep. Now, defeating Scrub means that you can now infinitely rematch Kale. If you missed out his Shadow Furret, you can keep on coming back here and fighting him. He's level 40. Was not expecting that. We might run into some issues. But anyway, wow, I am vastly underleveled compared to Kale. So again, if you missed out his Furret, he will have it, I believe, in place of Grand Ball here. So if you missed it, you get infinite chances now to snag it. Okay, that was actually kind of tough. Actually, you know what? Compared to how vastly underleveled we were like 8 levels lower. That wasn't too bad. He only had 4 level 40s, pretty much. Yeah, other than the 2 Pokemon you saw at the beginning that I can't remember. He had a Nuzzelf and a Machoke. I've learned how tough you are battling his full body experience. There's a Granbull and a Curlier to begin with, wasn't it? So, the reason why we're here is not to see Duking, actually, since he sent the email. Also, I believe all of the trainers in the Dueling Square are now a little bit stronger as well. It's actually to head back to the Pyrite building. Because after defeating Mirakle, if you go back to his lair, there's something special waiting for you. Also, I think, if I've done this right, I have done this right. Phew. If you actually come back a little bit later, all of the trainers here become rebattleable, including in the building and in the cave, like I mentioned before. Every time you leave Pyrite Town and come back, they're rebattleable, but at the moment, they're not, so you can skip past them all. So if you want to do this optional little thing here, I recommend doing it between defeating Scrub in Argot Village and going to Mount Battle, because once you've done the thing at Mount Battle, that's when all of these trainers become rebattleable, including, like I say, well, that guy there, I can't remember, was he Hunter Dukin? How could I forget Hunter Dukin? He's already rebattleable, but he won't sort of stop you. Whereas all of these trainers, they'll be the exact same as when you first came into the Pyrite building in the Pyrite cave. They will want to battle you every time you cross a line of sight with them. So, for example, that guy there that had the Meditite, he will rebattle you, and the rest of the trainers down here in the Pyrite cave. So it doesn't take too long to get through. It doesn't take too long to get through at all. I mean, we're already at the midway point, and let's be honest, after the midway point here with the PC and the healing items, it's not very far either. Can't remember the rest of the Shadow Pokemon that was down here, actually. But yeah, if you do need to come back here to rebattle trainers and snag Shadow Pokemon, can't get Snag and Shadow mixed up. You can do very soon. So if there was a Pokemon here that you missed out on that you kind of want for your team, then don't worry. But anyway, here we are back at the Pyrite Cave, and let's see what happens if we head on in. Again, I'm a little bit worried. We have a very interesting Cypher Peon, and I actually want to give... no, I want to throw Vulcan at the front here, and because Watson doesn't have any items, I've decided that I want to give Watson the experience share, just so that Watson can get a bit extra experience. because all of the other Pokemon we got on our party at the moment, Umbreon doesn't need leveling up, but Espeon has a ability increasing item, so does Vulcan, Sudowoodo and Hitmontop do as well, but they're obviously still Shadow Pokemon. But let's talk to this guy. Oh boy. I'm Mirakle B! I'm Mirabee's rightful successor! Go get me an afro! I love this guy. We get the beautiful Mirakle music, but sped up. I love it. It's Mirakle B. Oh, Vulcan was the wrong person to send out. That Linoon worries me. For Vulcan, I think I'm going to switch out to Watson, just so that we can take on that Seeking. Seeking worries me because Horn Attack can be quite devastating, especially to our Pokemon that are weak against bugs, like Espeon and Umbreon. Headbutt just is going to do incredible damage anyway. It's just a strong physical move. Oh my goodness. As you can see, we are very underleveled compared to this guy's Pokemon. This is just an optional mini-boss. The first 2 times that I played through the game, I didn't even know that these guys existed. Oh, Waterfall, that's going to hurt. That's going to target Ampharos, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, Watson, not Ampharos. Got to start calling them by their actual names. I'm actually going to throw up a Reflect, because I feel like that's going to be super helpful. A Reflect will raise our entire team's physical defense! Uh-oh. Yeah, Linoon's probably going to take out Espeon. Oh, I haven't actually nicknamed Espeon and Umbreon yet. Wow, you see, this is pretty tough. It's pretty tough. I think I'm going to send out Hitmontop just because he's our highest level Pokemon at this point. I would love for Vulcan to get some extra experience and potentially evolve, but also Intimidate is going to be super handy as well for us. Horn Attack, of course, like I say. Is that a normal type? Oh, it's Mega Horn, I'm thinking, that's a bug type. But yeah, these Pokemon, these are nothing to take lightly. This guy will actually completely disappear once you defeat the game. Other people come here instead. That Electrode could be a problem. Other people will come here instead. So yeah, it's worth coming here to experience this, because again, it's just a little bit of extra fun. There's a little bit more experience. I know you can keep rebattling the same trainers over and over, like the guys in Dueling Square and the guys in the Pyrite building in a moment. Wow, is Confusion really doing nothing to this Linoon? It's kind of frustrating. Okay, hopefully we can take out this Linoon soon. Sadly, the Electro did cast up a Light Screen, which is kind of like the special equivalent of Reflect. It increases the team's special defense for 5 turns. Also, Watson flinched, so that's pretty lame. I know Thunderbolt isn't going to do much against Electrode, but honestly, I've got nothing better to do. I'm terrified that this thing is going to use, like, Self-Destruct or Explosion. The Spark, honestly, is not going to do much. Shadow Rush should hopefully take out Linoon. There we go. Lovely. Get some extra damage in on Hitmontop, sadly. But, yeah, oh, there was one other thing that I wanted to show off to you guys in this video, so we'll have to do that as well. Here comes Sandslash. Would love a water type at the moment, or a fighting type that actually has some fighting type moves. Okay. I feel like we should probably focus on this Electrode. I feel like Hitmontop is going to get taken out soon. Obviously Sandslash is not going to take any damage from any Electro-type moves. Oh, here comes a Protect. I'm hoping this isn't going to be a case of Electrode used an explosion. Yep. A stupidly powerful normal-type move. I'm kind of bummed out that I didn't manage to throw up a Reflect, but that takes out 2 of my Pokemon at once. It is a kamikaze move, though, so his Electrode is out, and we don't have to worry about that anymore. I love how the eyes just go bulge out. So yeah, this is a tough battle at this point, but like I say, I would recommend doing it now rather than waiting. Ooh. Vulcan is going to take too much damage from Sandslash, I think. I'd recommend coming here now, just if you don't want to go through the Pyrite building and the Pyrite cave, trying to avoid all of those battles, because again, the battles can be kind of nice for leveling yourself up. But I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to come and take on Mirakle B. So Mirakle B also has a Sudowoodo. Sadly, this is not a Shadow Sudowoodo, so you can't do anything with it. But hey, it's a bit of a throwback to Mirakle. And sadly, this guy doesn't have any a Ludicolo or anything. We actually got a flinch there. That was pretty nice. Oh man, this Sand Slash is gonna hurt. Also, the Pseudo Widow is gonna hurt as well. Luckily, the Pseudo Widow is... we can hit it with a ground type move for some super effective damage. That's why I'm kind of worried about this Sand Slash here. Yeah, we can hit it with a ground type move. That's why I'm hoping that we can get Vulcan out here to... we got another flinch. Hopefully we can get Vulcan out here to use Dig against that Pseudo Widow for some super damage, which would be very nice. Hopefully the light screen wears off soon. Oh, here comes Mimic. Pseudo Widow's gimmick is the move Mimic. It will take a move used by the last Pokemon, and it will temporarily replace Mimic for the rest of the match. There we go. Light screen finally wore off. I love how the two Pseudo Widows are standing opposite each other and they're dancing in time. It's fantastic. Okay, hopefully now that light screen is worn off, Bite will hit Sand Slash. Oh, and a critical hit. Very nice. And take it out. So now all we got to focus on is that Pseudo Widow. Oh dear. Okay, here comes the Shadow Rush. I wonder if you can actually use Mimic on Shadow Rush. That would be interesting. I've not tried that before. Huh. Okay, he's going to use Bite. Don't ask me why. Does this thing not have Rock Slide? That would be interesting. Alright, remember, Pseudo Widow's special defense is not that great, which is why I'm a little bit surprised Bite isn't doing any more. Sadly, Bite is only a 60 power move. Umbreon does learn... oh, there we go. Umbreon does learn Feint Attack. Oh, what? I didn't know Pseudo Widow could self-destruct. Oh, now Pseudo Widow is stuck in hyper mode. Sadly, Umbreon took the full brunt of that as well, so all of the experience will actually go straight to Pseudo Widow. I didn't know it could self-destruct. That's crazy. My dreams! You've ruined my dreams of getting an afro! I mean, you can still get an afro, dude. It's just so strange that he's got a helmet on with the Pokeball. Darn, I don't care if no one agrees. I'm still the rightful heir to Mirakle, even though my hair hasn't grown to a full afro, dude. Oh, it's fantastic. There is literally nothing else here for you other than that fight. Right, there is one more thing I want to show you guys, and that is back at Argot Village. Okay, so back at Argot Village, there is one NPC that should have popped up since we defeated Scrub. And she hasn't, so I've got this a little bit wrong. Oh, well, there's a shame. Maybe she appears after Mount Battle. I'm not sure. So, that was a mistake on my part. I apologize. Unless it was you. No. Okay, it's not you. Okay, it's a different person. So, I messed up. Look, it's my fault. My bad. I apologize. So, I'm gonna end the video off here then, guys. I'm sorry about that. A bit awkward, a bit abrupt, but there we go. Thanks all very much for watching this episode of Pokémon Colosseum. Hope you all enjoyed. Join me next time when we're gonna be heading to Mount Battle and seeing what all the commotion is that Juking's blabbing about. After we do a little bit more of a side quest, okay? See you guys then. Bye-bye.